Okay, actually, I need to do my intro. Okay. Hello, creators and explorers. I know it's been a minute. It's fine. I'm your host, CaprisunCrochet. Thank you for coming back, if you are coming back. Hello, if this is your first time. I hope you can make yourself comfortable. Get an RC and a moon pie and sit down. So, today, we're going to be crocheting, and I think I already told you guys, but I finished the baby blanket, and I wish I could show it to you. Maybe I'll insert a picture. If I have it, I'll probably have to ask my brother, but I already gave it to him because it was for his baby. So I already gave it to him, so that's good. But now I'm working on this Star Baby onesie, and I'll put a picture up somewhere on the screen, but it's just going to be a onesie, but for a baby, and it's in the shape of a star, and it makes them look like a starfish, and then it's like all encapsulating, so they just are a star. We're going to have a great time, a little collab, like I said, and we're going to crochet, because that's what we do on this channel. So sit down, get comfy, and let's get into it. I'm going to be doing a little collab video with my friend, Lane. You can go follow them at Life with Lane on YouTube, or Life W Lane 46290 on Instagram. I wanted to talk about their sim because one of the games that they have been playing recently is The Sims. And so their main sim character right now, I have their birth chart. And I wanted to talk about it today with you guys while I crochet this baby thing. So Lane Sim is an Aries Sun, Libra Moon, Scorpio Rising. That's a doozy. They have a late Scorpio rising degree, so a lot of their house in the Placidus system, like I've talked about before, a lot of their houses are offset, and so a lot of their first house is not Scorpio. A lot of their 12th house is Scorpio, a lot of their first house is Sagittarius. So that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles. I will say that the moon is in the 10th house, so just knowing Lane, knowing them, I just have a feeling that this sim is very career oriented, or could be. So they are just a very like friendly, social person, diplomatic person, probably very chaotic person, but also like maybe kind of like a mediator type of person. And they have an Aries sun, so they're going to be very loud and very boisterous, and they're going to be probably a pretty fun person. Acquired taste, I guess you could say. Oh yeah, that Aries Mercury, we cannot ignore that. Loudmouth, talks too much, that's gonna be a lot. Loud. They want to be heard. They want to talk first. If they have an idea, they're gonna say it. And like, you just kind of have to deal with it. So like, this sim might not really have like social manners. But that's not a bad thing, you know, it is a sim, so it is allowed to be a little bit more crazy, have a little bit more fun. The sim is also like a Scorpio rising, so I don't know, Scorpio risings really like to have the thing where they like try to act all mysterious and shit. So like, as much as the Aries sun does have a lot of power, so does Scorpio, because they're both ruled by Mars. But with that Scorpio rising, you're going to be thinking, no, I have to stay dark and mysterious. But you just can't help it. People kind of are naturally going to be attracted to you. Especially having the sun in the 5th house, that is so dope. 4th house is all about family, but the 5th house is all about fun and creativity and expression. Super fun, but can be super challenging. Especially with the North Node there. It can feel like it's definitely something that you're meant to do, but something that's really hard for you is like getting out of your shell, like letting all the attention be on you. Maybe you really don't like the attention to be on you and it just kind of naturally attracts to you. That could also kind of be the vibe that it's giving. Like Venus really likes Pisces, it's in its exaltation when it's there, so it kind of does have that Venus influence of just being super like flirty. I will say Pisces are just super agreeable most of the time. pushovers, really. So they just know how to make people happy, very much people pleaser energy. But that's not a bad thing. Pisces Venus just needs to find someone who really appreciates the love that they give and can like love them back. And also with a Pisces Venus, you need to know that like sacrifice is good, but it's not always necessary, and you don't have to suffer for things to be worth it. That goes for all Pisces placements. So just keep that in mind. I was rudely cut off because my fucking camera stopped working. Pisces, like when you think about a really bright light, think about the great shadow that it casts. And that's pretty much what Pisces represents. Because like you can have this great abundance for love, but there is this same great capacity for just like horrificness. And that's just kind of what Pisces is about. It truly is that duality. It's the fish. A lot of people don't realize that about Pisces. And Piscean energy just, it's a lot. So having your Mars there, you are just in it. You're in it, man. People say you do know how to go with the flow, but like, the flow is not going to be easy. Just because you know how to go with it doesn't mean it's going to be easy, you know? So like, that's kind of the energy that gives. Which, I wouldn't be concerned with it. You know how to deal with it. Like I said, that Libra moon, you got a diplomatic ass fucking personality. So like, you should be fine. You're gonna make friends. You're gonna have people to support you, you know. I am talking about a sim. So I do need to keep that in mind, I think. As y'all know that my boyfriend is a Libra moon. And I really love him. And I like Libra moons a lot, so it's really great. You can't go wrong with the Libra moon, I think. You just end up being like super chill and like pretty, so no qualms, absolutely none at all. I think that we need to talk about their Jupiter sign and look at their second house. I will say their second house is in Capricorn because of their late Scorpio rising degree. So the second house, which is the house of money and personal resources, is Capricorn. So that can definitely be a good sign or definitely be a bad sign. It could mean you're very savvy with money, or it could mean you struggle very terribly with money. It might not even be your fault, it might just be your circumstances. If it is rags to riches, it definitely makes sense that we're starting with rags, because that Capricorn in the second house. Capricorn is also ruled by Saturn, the planet of restrictions, so that can definitely make sense, because having your literal second house of resources ruled over the sign of boundaries and restrictions, you're not going to have many. But when we look at the Jupiter, we do see that it's in Taurus, and we also see that it's in the 6th house. And the 6th house is about work and everyday things in your daily life. And it's also in the sign of Taurus, and Taurus is another money sign. Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Venus very much has to do with finances, and Taurus has to do with physical, tangible things. Thus, you have a very nice placement with your Jupiter placement when it's in Taurus. The Taurus kind of represents the second house, so to have your Jupiter in a sign that represents the second house, even though your second house isn't that good, it's kind of like a redemption, almost in a way. So, like, the fact that Lane is doing the Rags to Riches challenge, I feel like this is very on par for their sim. I feel like it goes with them very well. And I feel like they will definitely be successful with this Aries sun that they have. They're going to be very determined. And I feel like they'll also be successful in the social aspect of it because of that Libra moon. They might struggle with wanting to self-isolate because of that Scorpio rising, because it's heavy and it is a lot, and that Pisces Mars could definitely just make them like not want to do things. So this is definitely a super fun sim, a super like exciting, just go get 'em, very ambitious, very like sociable sim, but also, you know, going through their own thing, which is very real to us. Want to do something like this, or you want to be able to read your own birth chart, I would highly recommend downloading Time Nomad. And this is not sponsored, I just really like, I didn't know what to do when I was first starting out, and I know that some people are just looking for resources. So if you need a free resource on Apple iOS store, you can download Time Nomad, and you can definitely read your birth charts and your friends' birth charts for free. Thank you guys so much for crocheting with me today. I will say I did not get much done at all, but it's fine. I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed, because I know I did. Have a great day. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Please be safe. Why do I sound like Donald Trump right now? I don't know. Anyways, tune in next week. Next week I plan to talk about Jupiter finally, because it's something we haven't got to do. And then hopefully we'll be able to wrap up our series the week after that with Saturn, because I want to wrap this up. I want to wrap it up! So, we're going to wrap it up. We're going to talk about Jupiter. We're going to talk about Saturn. It's going to be great. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. Have a great week. Be safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, like I just said. And I will see you guys later.